I just kill the ranking of my Etsy listing in search? Some of you think I definitely did. I done a science, and today I'm going to answer that age-old question on Etsy. If I get lots and lots of views and no sales from social media on my Etsy listing, Etsy will see that as bad, right? It will drop my listing down in the search and may even hurt my entire shop, as my shop conversion will be lower. I've already done a video on conversion, which I'll link to at the end of this video. It has loads of great explanations of what Etsy is actually looking at here, so you're going to want to watch that when you finish this one. But you want science. You want the actual proof. And you want someone to risk their shop so that you don't have to. Am I right? Disclaimer, nothing I'm doing in this video is against the Etsy terms of service. I'm not going to break stuff and risk getting my shop shut down. I'm not that crazy. Well, it just so happens that I have a spare shop sitting around that I can play about with. And I'm actually a qualified scientist, so this sounds like a job for the Etsy nerd. Wish I'd kept my lab coat and glasses. That would have fitted in great here. Our theory: getting loads of social media views and hearts but no sales will hurt our shop ranking. It'll cause our listing to drop down in the Etsy search. Our test subject: this wire-haired Vizsla listing. He's called Kip, by the way. He's a lovely dog. I know him in real life. He was created in March this year and renewed 33 days ago. He only has 34 views in total. The search term we're going to watch. I need a search term that I'm already ranking for, but that doesn't have a lot of people searching for it. This will mean that as close as possible, the other listings showing up in that search won't be really gaining any views from this search term. And that way, as close as we can get it, the competition is remaining the same across this experiment. And fortunately, I have the perfect search term: dog portrait digital. Kip is ranking in position 58 for that term on page 2. I have one more dog, he's called Ludo, and he's ranking on page 1, and some more ranking further down in the search. I'm going to ask my friends for a favour. If they can click on the link on my Etsy shop and just shut the link again. So thank you all who joined in with our little science experiment. I really appreciate the clicks. It wasn't to get me sales or anything. It was to make this video. Now, I didn't ask for hearts, but some people did heart my item, which is not a bad thing, because in reality, if you were getting a lot of views from social media, you would get the occasional heart as well. It's an unexpected variable, but it won't hurt this experiment. And now, the results. So as I said, we started out page 2, position 58. It was updated 33 days ago with 1 heart and 34 views. So 1 day later, it was ranking on page 2. It was at position 57 in ranking. It now had 5 hearts and 99 views. 2 days after I asked, we are on page 1, position 27 with 6 hearts and 141 views. And then 4 days after that, to see how it goes, we are still in page 1, position 27. It's got 6 hearts and 160 views. So again, thank you everyone who joined in for that, and that is pretty interesting. Note, I'm using the eRank rank checker to find my position in this search. This search is free of personalization and the impact of me searching a bunch of times would have. It removes that quantum effect of changing the results by observing things. So, our conclusion. Does that sound all sciencey? Do social media views cause a listing to drop in the rankings by dropping the conversion score for that listing and for the shop overall? From my limited experiment, and feel free to run this yourself if you want, but the answer is very much not. My listing not only went up in the rankings, but it came in at higher than the previous listing that had been on page 1. Ludo started at rank 29 and Kip knocked him out and came in at position 27. That's 2 places higher. It's not loads, but it can help you get seen. So we do not have to worry about an item going viral on social media, or even asking in groups and teams if people can help you by advising you on certain aspects of your listing. I know people are afraid to ask, or people are afraid to let other people see their listings just in case people click on it and it hurts them. It will not hurt your listing. But I will say the sudden spike in views might confuse you if you're looking at your statistics and you've forgotten that you asked people to look. It might confuse you as to where did that run of views come from. And I would not recommend this as a strategy to boost your position in search. Basically, it's spamming your friends and followers. They will get bored of clicking. The more often you ask them to do something like this, the less likely they're going to do it, because what's in it for them? And if you keep doing that in groups, if you keep going in and just putting up your listing and pretending you're looking for help, yeah, we all know you're doing that. Groups will get bored, people won't click, you'll get kicked out of groups. It's spamming, it's not marketing. It's trying to game the system, so don't do it. But you don't need to be afraid if your item suddenly goes viral on social media. This is not going to hurt your listing at all.